Embarkation day. I get a lot of questions about embarkation day and the boarding process and what to expect. So I thought I would walk you guys through that and hopefully relieve some anxiety and answer a lot of the questions that you have. Arriving at the port. When you arrive at the port, you're going to get all of your luggage out and you're going to hand it to the porter except for your carry-on. You need to make certain that your travel documents, your boarding pass, and your identification are in your carry-on. And they are not somehow in any of the luggage that you're checking because you won't have access to them after the porters take them all. Assuming you arrive close to your appointment time, once you give your luggage to the porter, you're going to go to the check-in line. Once you make it through that line, your first initial stop will be someone checking your identification. So either your birth certificate and government issued ID or your passport. And then you're going to go through security and you're going to go up to a waiting area. Your boarding pass should have your zone number on it. So you're going to wait in the waiting area until they call your zone. Once they call your zone, you're going to go through another process where you do a face identification, and then you'll stop and they'll check some documents again, and then on you go. You're going to go up the gangway and onto the ship. Of course, the process is going to take longer than it sounds here, so you do need to have a little bit of patience because sometimes the lines can get long, but for the most part, I feel like it does flow pretty quickly. Prior to heading up the gangway, you will have the opportunity to get an embarkation photo, which we love doing. We don't do it every cruise, but we do it sometimes, and when we're with the kids, we do it every time. Something fun to remember your cruise, but so grab your embarkation photo if you want, and then head on up the gangway and get on the ship. You're going to want to make sure that any beverages that you're going to bring on board are in your carry-on luggage. Like if you want to bring your allotted wine or a 12-pack of soda or juice or whatever it is, make sure it's in cans, not bottles, and that it is in your carry-on luggage. It's also important to note that everyone who's in the same room must check in together, because when you check in online, that's how you're going to check in. If you're traveling with family members or other friends and you have a big group, people within the same room need to stay together until you get past check-in, because you do need to check in together. Make sure you hit that follow button and come back, because next I'm going to tell you what to do as soon as you step on that ship.